Hey, what's going on? Today is Flashback Friday, and I'm going to take you back all the way to 1986. In 1986, there was no cell phone, no internet. I didn't even have a computer or anything like that, but this is when we're minors, when we're in high school. We had to keep in touch with friends, and what we did is we had pen pals like writing to people, but trading packages, big packages, cassette tapes, fanzines, and all kinds of stuff. I used to do a fanzine as well, like a Xerox fanzine. At that time, my nickname was Chaos. It's spelled with Kaos or Caos, and I got my own PO box and everything. The reason my nickname was Chaos is because I love that album called Short Sharp Shock by Chaos UK. I used to love Chaos UK so much. That album, the whole entire song from that album sounded exactly the same, and my friends will get sick of me because I would play that over and over. So my nickname used to be Chaos back then. And we had to network with punks all over the country and all over different state. How do we do that was there was a punk fanzine, newsprint fanzine called Maximum Rock and Roll, and also Flipside fanzine. Back in the back section, a lot of punks used to put classify ads for pen pals or trading records or stuff like that. This was my ad when I was only 17 years old. I'm 52 years old now. So my ad read, 17-year-old male peace punk into human animal rights. I make anti-war, anti-experimental stickers and flyers. Actually, they took something out. It's supposed to be anti-animal experimental stickers and flyers. So animal got taken out. Anyone who wants to do something about a drag society, let's work together. Promise to write everyone back. Chaos, and has my P.O. Box 1649. Tustin's supposed to be on there, but they took Tustin out. And it says California 92681 and PS and police oppression. So that's how all the punks communicated and networked back in those days, through fanzines like Maximum Rock and Roll and Flipside. And we would do our own zine, we'll mail it to them so they could review our zine as well. Back to 1986. I don't know if you know this, back then high school had smoking sections, even in Tustin High School. I went there in 1985. So the pictures I'm showing you is from 1986. That's me hanging out at the smoking area during lunchtime with green spiked hair. And it's crazy to think that back then they would have smoking area with all the students and stuff during lunch break. However, that was the last year in California banned all smoking section from high schools during the lunch period. So that was the last year, 1986. So after that, there was no more smoking section. Also during that time, there was life science class. We had to dissect frogs and all kinds of crazy stuff. But the kids who believe in animal rights, we refused to do that. We wrote to PETA, we wrote to Student Action Course for Animals. That's me in my life science class with the PETA poster hanging. We were doing a form of protest. Luckily, the teacher was really, really cool. So we just had to do paperwork to get the extra credit instead of doing frog dissection. We just did extra credit work. I mean, what are you gonna really learn from dissecting a frog in the real world? So all the stuff I learned in high school, they were no use for me. Even history, all that stuff, it was all nothing but bullshit. The only thing I really learned something was probably math and English. But rest of the stuff besides PE, it was just waste of time. Okay, this is my friend Heather at Tustin High School at the bleacher by the baseball field. And that's a Crass logo spray painted on the bench. I have no idea who did it and I have no comment. But anyways, also, these are some flyers I made, a couple flyers I made that I used to pass out at the Tustin High School. And also 1986 was an important year because my friend Rob, he started drumming for a punk rock band called Blind Justice. There's a couple different Blind Justice band, but this was a punk band Blind Justice that sang about animal rights, anti-war, and against vivisection. Also, I was looking at on Instagram recently, I was looking at Bloodstained Orange County on Instagram, and I was blown away. They posted Unity picnic flyer from Pine Tree Park. I used to organize these. The first event I organized was a Unity picnic at Pine Tree Park. I got the idea from England because all the punks in England used to put out a punks picnic, but except down here, I just called it a Unity picnic. I don't have the flyer for it from 1986. If you do, please send it to me. This flyer is from 1988 and 89, but there were so many Unity picnics at Pine Tree Park. So I don't have any flyers. If you have it, just send me a copy. I would really love it. Okay, this is my friend Joe at Pine Tree Park Picnic. Joe's the one with the blonde hair. He did a zine called Distorted Views Fanzine. Because of Joe, all the DIY zines from Orange County, including Time to Unite, City Indians, Anti-Establishment, he printed boxes and boxes of zine for free. The reason he did that is he was working for this big corporate place, and he would just print out boxes of zine, and he used to hand it to us for free. If anybody's seen Joe, please let me know. I am looking for Joe. He's a good friend of mine. These photos are from Pine Tree Park Picnic. The reason we had the picnic is because a long time ago, I got a pen pals from England. They used to do a thing called Punk's Picnic in England. But here we called it Unity Picnic, to just bring everyone together. And on the flyer, I will always put, come and meet new friends. And every time when somebody comes to a picnic or something like that, me or my friends, we will go and introduce ourselves so they will feel welcome and stuff, because it was a Unity picnic. We want everybody to feel welcome and everything, bring them to a small circle. I can't even count how many picnics we had at Pine Tree Park, but it went to the 80s, to the late 80s. Then I think the last one was in 1992. That was the last picnic. Even I no longer live in Tustin, the picnic continued in Tustin at Pine Tree Park Picnic. It was to bring everyone together, share literatures, fanzines, cassette tapes, and sometimes vegetarian food. But food will not last long because people will just eat it. Everybody will just eat it.